Rotors. I can make 60 of them manually, which is almost what I need. We should probably set things going automatically though. Ah, you've now run out. That's right. And then you... I was going to swap over to making rotors now. I will need to make more plating. But we'll do rotors for now. And then that means we need more rods being created. Mind you, that's 40 rotors it'll make, I think. It's 10 minutes worth. So we can manually put that in. The screws is the one that, yeah, takes a lot longer. We can do that to get a backlog going. Cool. And we can make more ourselves if we so wish, but we will need the rods for that. You have been making quick wire. You have been smelting caterium for the quick wire, which is fine. There we go. Oh, we'll have one left again at the end. That's annoying. Right, our hard drive should be finished researching. Yep. Stitched iron plate. Or 6 inventory slots. Stitched iron plate. Huh. That's interesting. So instead of needing more screws, it'll still need to be produced in the assembler. Huh. That's interesting. I have to say that +6 inventory slots is also really attractive, but I think we'll do that. That's an interesting one. Before we put in the next one, we want to research this and see what the Mark II power poles gives us. We need Mark III too. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, that's kind of handy. So I can research the AI limiter. Okay, and then I'll need to make 10 of those before I can make research the smart splitter. So what does the power switch allow you to do? Disables connection between 2 power groups. Eh. Alright. I guess rather than deconstructing and reconstructing a power line, that seems a bit excessive, to be honest. Whatever. So I need rods, and then it'll be quick wire. Well, that's good. 7 power connections is nice. Are you making rods again yet? No, you're just still pumping out screws. Which is great, because I need a lot of screws. But at a certain point I probably want to actually swap that back, because I'm also making screws here. Now everything's going to go down for a second, probably. Oh yeah, I can just straight upgrade. Nice. That's really handy. So then the idea is I could then chain that onto that directly from there. Okay. Well, I'm not going to utilize it fully just yet, but it is good to know for in future. So at the moment it's kind of doesn't matter too much, but because I've worked around it anyway. But and nice to know that I can do a straight upgrade. I wasn't sure whether or not I'd be able to. I have a lot more framing. There we go. So I finished all of that. So now it is just the rotors. I need another 55 rotors, which is quite a lot. So I think I actually stop you. Let's just take all of those out. So I don't need you anymore. Take these out. So you'd only make the normal amount anyway. And then I actually want to put screws in here, I think. Will that work? Does it matter which way they're fed in? No, it doesn't matter which way they're fed in. Then I can still manually feed in the rods. That's fine. And 1 random iron plate. That's odd. I'll want a few more because those are my foundations. And now it's a case of I probably want to overclock this again if I can support that amount. So maximum consumption at the moment is 90 again. We could maybe fire this back up again. Oh, we could also probably halt our copper again, because that's backing up again. So we don't really need the mine and the smelter going. The mine is actually backed up, because the smelter can't actually process it fast enough, I don't think. Yeah, 'cause it's 30 per minute coming in. This is producing 60. So yeah, it's actually backing up. Deconstruct this one. And then connect this one to there to fire that up if we so wish. What's our consumption like now? Okay, so it does spike. And this is purely just to experiment with this. So we put 500 things in. Okay, we have a coupon apparently. 300 points per minute. Print coupon. Oh, print out your first coupon. Okay. Sure. We'll just keep that chugging away. I think I already have 9, so now I have 10. So I think the idea is now I can get the, like, factory cart. Yeah, so if we go over here, we can now get this FICSit factory cart. Buy. There we go.
The FICSit factory cart navigates on FICSit foundation surfaces with extreme efficiency. Not intended for use on hazardous terrain, mildly hazardous terrain, reasonably safe terrain, or general terrain. FICSit reserves the right to subtract damage to or loss off vehicle from your Save the Day completion bonus package. For more information about this bonus package, please visit our information booth in Earth, open on the first Tuesdays and Wednesdays of the month, between 6:25 a.m. and 6:53 a.m.
So I don't even know where I can make that yet. I probably need some building thing for that. I doubt I make it in the equipment workshop somehow. It's worth a look. Oh yeah, you do just make it in the... Okay, interesting. I can almost make it straight away. That's funny, I just need 2 rotors. Okay, well, I guess I could do that. I'm going to be picking up rotors anyway, and then I'll have it, and I can play with it. And then screws coming. Okay, so the problem is that the conveyor belt just doesn't bring in the screws fast enough, I think. Oh yeah, because this only does 60, I think. Do we have the Mark II? I don't think we do yet. Yeah, 60 resources a minute, yeah, whereas the next one is 120. So we need that. But we don't have it yet. That's fine. Let's make the factory cart first, just because it seems like fun. Nope, no, don't make 2 of them. What? I might need 2 of them, you never know. I was exhausted with other things that I could research in here, I'm fairly sure now. Unless I make AI limiters. Which I could make. I can make 10 AI limiters. Can I make them myself? Apparently I can. Oh, I'm 1 Caterium short. Alright. We are definitely going to have to set up proper Caterium mining at some point. We'll just get the bare minimum for now. I just want to work on the tech. I don't think I'll actually use a smart splitter yet, but it'll be nice to have. Because I was previously wondering, oh, how do you tell a container what you want to come out of it? It's like, well, you don't. But once it's on the belt, you can put a filter on and have everything going one way except for certain things. Alright, what else am I wanting to do? So we've got more rotors. We need 55. Gonna get 8 more. That'll take us to 54. Wow, okay, so we're so close. We'll literally only need 5 more rods, I think. We need to go scout out the coal too before long. But waiting until we get the steel production stuff first. Which I probably shouldn't. Because I do have everything that I need, don't I? AI smarts, but okay, so I need an AI thing for that. So I'll need water extractors, so I need the plates for those. What does it say for the coal power? How much water does it require? It only makes 75 megawatts? I guess that's better, but... Huh. Well, whatever. It's all I've got at the moment, and I imagine it's quite a long time before I can make something better, so... And I need a lot of rotors for that as well. Okay, 10 rotors per thing. I'm gonna want a few of them, probably. Let's make more of these. While we're waiting for the rotors. Because we probably want to get some water extraction set up first, I suppose. Okay, let's get our next milestone firing off at least.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench.
Figured.
Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day. FICSit and humanity is relying on you.
Foundry. There we go. So we need another 10 rotors for the foundry. Okay. Well, I guess we can go and scout out our coal. We also need to know where more iron is, preferably in relation to that coal. But we know there's some really good stuff up there. Nothing. Alright, never mind. So we're just going to have to get this coal all the way over here somehow. Let's give our little factory thing a run, shall we? How am I supposed to fit in there? Wow. Is this even quick? It's not very quick. Skids a lot. And of course I can't pick things up while I'm in it either. Oh no, it's just... Yep. Let's not. How do I pack it away now? That, presumably. Yep, okay. Yeah, that's not worth the time. Fun enough or useful enough for straight lines, I assume. Grab some wood and stuff. Ah, is there a chasm here? Okay, not insurmountable. So we're gonna have to run a... I didn't bring enough materials to be able to make a long conveyor belt, I don't think. Especially since I'm gonna need... I need the Mark II ideally, don't I? And we've got our miners on us, our quick miners. Oh. I went straight past it, apparently? Well, let's do this so we can see exactly where the node actually is. Here we go. Because our marker is not necessarily in the right place. Oh. Interesting. Oh, is it up there? Okay. Apparently it's upstairs. Okay, well there's a way up over here. Then once we're up there, then we can work on finding a way down. Now, I think I need to start being more ruthless with the wildlife as well. Sounds like there's like a Mercer-sphere or something up here too, perhaps? No. Oh, the manta went underneath that, so that's a good way of getting on top of it. Okay, here's the coal. We're not going to be able to... Do you mind? Creature is in the way here. There we go. It's heading the right way. But this will get us some in the meantime. And then we've got to get it down there. That's going to be the fun part. How do we get it down here? We can do a series of lifts, I guess. I guess I should have put it off this direction instead. Yeah, because then we can do a better curve down here instead, looks like. Whee! Okay. It's, crude, but it should work. Then we've just got to run it along here and down over where the sulfur stuff was and not through the toxic cloud, I guess. We need to clear this foliage away. I guess we could have made it more elevated as well, instead of it being so close to the ground. Like this. It doesn't lock onto the existing thing. That's kind of annoying. I guess we can just deconstruct it, reconstruct it. Yeah. So from here, have it going along here, but actually raise it up. So at least I can walk under it then. Yeah. I mean, we can just have it going all the way straight down, looks like, anyway. Without an intermediary stage. But we can also have it go up like there. Oh, now we're running out of resources. Okay, we need some more plates. Alright, let's go grab some more iron plates, and we'll come back. But we're almost there. And we're just going to have a steady stream of coal just coming across the landscape. Let's scout out where the water actually is. It's just up here to the left, apparently. But do we need the separate little water vein things? Or is it okay to just put a water extractor in this? One way to find out. Yeah, apparently that just works. We're going to have to power all of these as well. That's the other problem. Each of these takes 20 megawatts, which is huge. I don't know how many coal plants each water extractor would cater for, is the other problem. Well, we may as well just build one.
That may indeed be water. Try submerging your arm. If it does not dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities. Or you could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
That's the idea. How big are these? Very. Okay. I don't really want them being uphill from the water source either, but that is the nature of things generally. It's just going to clip through the ground. Noodle or horizontal to vertical or auto? Okay, well just auto is probably fine. Interesting that it seems to allow me to submerge it. I should probably also consider maybe a junction. Just in case we need to put in more, then we can actually connect more immediately to it. That just seems, like, smart. We should also put down, like, pipeline onto the quick bar, I think, while I'm making a lot of it. Straight in.
FICSit pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators. Note, water does not flow upwards by itself. While water extractors provide some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
So I think I want the coal power on this, like, flatter bit down here. So it seems I can just tunnel through the ground, which is kind of handy. I'm just trying to think as well, if I put, like, another one down... Maybe if I was to have, like, 3 water pumps... Maybe I don't need the junction there. We'll connect it there still anyway, but we probably want another junction over here. It's on a higher elevation, unfortunately. Well, that indicates that it's a straight line, at least. Okay. And then we could connect another one up as well if we need to. And then we can drop this down here. This lovely little valley is going to be completely stuffed soon. So that just goes through the ground. That's nice. That's convenient. And then power. Something around here, I guess. I mean, we're probably only going to have, like, 1, maybe 2 to start with, and then we'll worry about spreading somewhere else. Oh. We'll make it.
Interesting, most pioneers already had coal power set up by this point, because they understood their responsibility to humanity. Adjusting pioneer attitude metrics. Reminder, coal-powered generators require coal.
Yes, thank you. So water needs 50 cubic meters, 45 per minute apparently. Now, I don't know what it requires in terms of coal. Maybe we put another junction in. It can't connect. Yes, it can. Interesting that on, like, auto it doesn't want to connect. But it'll let it if it's in a different mode. You know, noodle mode, it works fine. Cool. Now, the problem is going to be that there's no room for the conveyor to do other things, but... Oh, we could put it straight into a lift, maybe, actually. It's going to block it still. That's annoying. I think this is what we want to do, though. There we go, coming in this way. Now, we've got to worry about powering that, is the next thing. And we've got to get our coal to actually get to this point as well. First things first. Something like that. Conveyor splitter. And have it coming in. I think that's correct. Then we want to have a storage container facing this way. Doing that. That works. Let's do that first. And then we'll worry about it just snaking its way down here. Where was the other one? Over there. Okay, yeah, this is pretty direct connection. Go down this way instead. Could go up here, or it could go down here. Either way, it's going to be going through a tree, basically. Can't quite reach. There we go. All the way. Fantastic. Now, how the hell am I going to power all of this? This is where having just a little, like, basic thing would be handy. I guess the point is that we can use the biomass burners still to fire up this as a connection. And then... So we can spread some power lines from over there across this way. And it'll just basically, it'll only be there to power the power. Because that needs to be powered and the pump needs to be powered. So they can be on a separate connection that just comes from the biomass to start with, but then feeds back in to the grid over here. Power pole there. Then we just need to start putting it this way. It'll put poles in automatically for me. You can actually reach all the way there. That's fun. Probably want to connect it onto my level 2 though. So that, and then you're my number 2, I think. Yeah, 4 out of 7 connections. Because that's where everything else merges in. Oh, not quite. That one is... Okay, I kind of want all of them hooked up to the same one. Well, this one is the same one, so that's fine. We'll do that. Okay, nothing's hooked up to that yet. We don't yet have the water hooked up. So we're not consuming all that much at the moment, which is good. We kind of just need to shut everything down, because we know that we're not going to be producing much at the moment anyway. So how are we off for power line components anyway? Tons. Good. Cable is the main thing we need for that. Alright, let's run back to the coal. I can see the mine all the way up there. We can always run the power along the same lines as the conveyor. That's probably the most responsible thing to do. So this one is just for the water at the moment. And then we can just run this down this side. We're going to need more cable. Nice. Ooh, that's kind of hanging out, but doesn't seem to matter, so that's fine. The animals are going to get stuck, I think. There's not much you can do about that. We could kind of crisscross our conveyor too, which is kind of fun. I wonder if I can get rid of those things, because they're so silly. At least the steepest bit is going down. Alright. And then we can hook up you. And that's firing you up. And while we're waiting, we can just pick up the miner. We'll have 300 there. I heard a weird noise. I guess it was just the mine. There's another wreck over there too. I should investigate that. Oh, oops. Dismantle this. Big valley. It's like a crater. There's more sulfur over there too. Alright, well the fun thing is we can now go... I don't know if this is just faster than walking or what, but we should probably clear away this tree. It's going over the tops of these trees, which I like. And it'll be quicker to run along the conveyor belt rather than zipline. Can zipline the other direction, probably. Okay, he can walk over it and through the power line. Okay, good. He was just being stupid before. Yeah, running with the blade runners, especially on a conveyor belt, definitely faster than the zipline. Power lines are cheaper though. Okay, now we need to connect up the water, is the next thing. What's our power grid like? Maximum consumption is 116, but we're barely using anything at the moment, so that's good. Okay, and then I think we probably want a power pole 2 over here, perhaps. Maybe in line here. I don't have enough quick wire. Never mind. That's fine. Not necessary at the moment. I was just thinking having another, because I'm likely to build more power stations, let's be honest. I keep jumping over this thing. No, I just wanted to stand on the splitter. Because it gives me a convenient vantage point. There we go. Right, so let's just put another power line on the inside here and connect that to that. Connect that to that, so that's now working. So water should immediately be flowing. We can now put the coal that we picked up, we put in there. So that's underway while we wait for the rest to arrive. So that can immediately start coming down to here. You say you have no water. Current amount of water in pipe. So it's just dribbling at the moment. Is that because there's not enough pressure? What are you doing? 120 per minute. Alright. We probably want to have like a storage thing in line too, somewhere. Okay, we've got coal going in. This is idle because it's not connected. Oh yeah, 50 out of 50. Coal is building up. Alright. Time to fire it up. Burning fuel. And now our capacity is 165. Nice. Which means we can now put a second water pump in if we need to. Like the pipeline will do 300 cubic meters per minute. Each one of these can do 120. We have the materials, so you can always put it further away and have a longer pipeline too. Yeah, have that one right in the middle. I don't know what the difference between any of these build modes are. Just centralize that. So that's going to fire this one up. Extracting 0%. There we go, now it's doing it. Alright. That'll just make sure. We've just got some redundancy that way. Okay, so the coal is backing up was good, because that means we've got excess coming in. Okay, it only burns 15 per minute. Oh, perfect. Okay. 15 per minute, the conveyor belt will do 60, so the conveyor as it stands will do 4 coal power plants. That's nice to know. And it's only just turning up. We've been running through my supply, but this is just turning up now. I hope it's a clean process to upgrade to the faster one. And they just do it from that end up. Okay. We'd need another splitter, because that can only split 3 ways. And we need to have a splitter that can do more than that. If we want to have 4. Well, we can just put in 3. And then we're always going to have surplus backing up in here, because we're also going to want coal to produce steel. This is what we need the foundry for, I think. There are plants, but no, birds just sitting on the power plant. I guess I probably put it down on their nest. Oops. Yes, the other thing is this is just going to produce at 75 the whole time. But that's fine. Am I even going to be able to put another one? I guess this is where I should actually make some foundations, right? Because it was complaining about it being uneven. It's like, well, yeah, there's something for that. Yeah, surface is too uneven and missing materials, but would otherwise be about the right place. So, foundations. I'm gonna have to take a break soon. Okay, well I'm gonna need some more materials anyway. Oh, got the Leviathan in the base again. What are you doing, you silly thing? Anyway, I'm gonna have to have a bit of a think on how I do the logistics now, because yeah, we're almost out of power, looks like, actually. Well, we're not, but it was in danger, looks like. We were running out of things in here. But we have some materials that we can use. So just got to think about how to reorient our base pretty much entirely around our new setup. Which is going to take some time. But I think that is time to call it again for now. Time to climb our lookout tower again. We can now see our coal power over there, spoiling the landscape just a little bit, unfortunately, but at least we can look off this direction and it's not quite so bad. We're just ruining this particular little part of it. Anyway, that'll do for now. So we'll pick this up some other time, hopefully with fewer alien creatures in our base. Maybe I need to put some walls around or something. And now that we can look at the Foundry, I can move on to the next step of the Christmas tree production too. So that's fun, but it's just going to be a lot of foundation work until that point. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you then.